Hey everybody, it's Dan Mori with Staffing Monthly, and I am excited to give you an update about what 2024 looks like and what is in store for Staffing Monthly and the various projects that you've seen me undertake in 2023 and how all of this is going to look. I know that this December issue is going to be pretty light on content, and that is intentional because I really know that as we wrap up year end, the last thing that you need is to sit down and watch an hour-long video about marketing or recruiting or sales or leadership best practices. And I don't want you doing that. I want you focusing on, wrapping up your business, finishing strong, putting together a really strong strategic plan, for the upcoming year to help be successful. And if you have any downtime whatsoever, I truly hope that you can spend it surrounded with friends and family and enjoying a holiday season. Now, just to give you a recap of 2023, obviously we came in this year and we talked about the year of the referral. This was big time. Obviously, it was a really wonky year when it came to recruiting. It became very hard to find talent. The marketplace has shifted. Job seekers are not searching for jobs the way that they've used to. They're engaging a little bit differently. There's a little bit more of a need for social media and social recruiting than some of the years past. There's certainly been need for, SEO practices when it comes to job advertising, which we shared some of that. But one of the big untapped pipelines for talent was really through referrals. And we declared this year the year of the referral. And we provided a lot of content around that, looking at some of our earlier issues in the year, teaching you how to create the referral framework and actually set up really effective employee referral programs. And then once all that was in place, we demoed some software that can actually help you automate and take your referral program to the next level when you're ready. And we also recognized that it was a tough selling year. So we did a whole lot with marketing, not just recruitment marketing and learning how to market to candidates and drive more candidates to your website and how to convert more candidates into your applicant pipeline and into your ATSs. We focused on client side marketing and some of the best practices to actually get awareness and interest from your target audience, your target clients. And we also shared a number of sales topics from some great trainers like Tom Erb. And, we delve deep into sales, and we believe wholeheartedly that sales is going to be a major focus in 2024. And I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But we spent a lot of time bringing these best practices. Another organization that I've had the distinct honor of being able to be at the helm this year for the first time ever was the National Independent Staffing Association. If you're not familiar with that group, definitely go check it out. The website is nisaconnections.com. You can also click the link down below. Definitely check it out. If you are a staffing professional and you own or work for an independently owned staffing agency in the United States, this is among the best communities of staffing professionals that you will find. And our goal is to share with you the best training, content, best practices, thought leadership possible to help you grow in your career and help you grow your agency, directly aligned with the mission of Staffing Monthly, which is why these two things are very closely aligned and will continue to be even more closely aligned as we move forward to 2024. With the NISA, or National Independent Staffing Association, or NISA as I refer to it, we actually held a couple conferences. We had our first general conference again in the spring, getting people back together in Dallas, where we heard from great partners like Brad Biley from Haley Marketing that talked all about how to level up your marketing. We actually heard from the folks at Staffing Referrals talking about how to kind of level up your employee referral program. In that session, I also shared how to build a staffing sales plan. How do you actually build a strategic sales plan to really impact sales in your agency? And we also recently got back together for our leadership conference in the fall in Orlando just a couple short months ago, where we heard from some of the most impressive thought leaders in the industry, with David Stearns, the owner, co-CEO of Haley Marketing, coming down and talking about candidate side and client side marketing best practices for your agency. Definitely dropped some amazing gold nuggets. We heard from Tom Erb talking about how do you actually build an effective recruiting campaign, an effective recruiting plan. So if you've been struggling with finding talents, Tom addressed that specifically on how to, kind of optimize your recruiting program. I also shared a specific sales plan for how to deploy a salesperson to be successful, from how you actually need to coach them up, how you need to focus them, how you need to build a cadence and a campaign for them, and how you actually need to measure progress and plan and all of that. Uh, so we heard some great content around marketing and sales and recruiting, and we're continuing to give more of that to you. And we have an amazing slate of content available for 2024. Now, as I turn the calendar ahead this time of year and look to 2024, I just want to give you a glimpse of some of the things to come. First and foremost, we are going to be having a much more regular webinar schedule where we bring, best practices around marketing, recruiting, sales, leadership, and resource reviews. And we're going to be kicking the year off with one of our best partners, Aviante, who is going to be leading a mobile-first strategy session. This is actually going to be a three-part series where we dig into how do you actually, build or architect a mobile-first platform, and do you even need one? Right? Some people, it's kind of a buzzword. Some people absolutely do. Some people don't. So you're definitely going to want to show up to that first session and see which camp you are in, especially if you're thinking about it. And then they will actually talk about how do you build one. If you decide that it really is right for you, they're going to walk you through the process of how do you actually thoughtfully build this out the right way and roll it out. And then the third one is going to be how do you actually get adoption and engagement? How do you get your candidates utilizing the mobile first platform? How do you get your clients engaging with it? How do you get your internal teams, adopting it and using it? And that is going to be an amazing technology mini series for webinars that we're going to be kicking off in the beginning of the year. February, super big month. I'm really, really excited about February because we are doing something that to my knowledge, has not been done in the industry. We are having the industry's first Staffing Sales Summit, and this is a conference that is dedicated exclusively to sales training and sales best practices. We have an incredible lineup of speakers. The who's who of trainers in this industry are going to be descending on Margaritaville in Orlando, Florida in February 20th to the 22nd. There's more information about that event here later in the magazine, and they're going to be providing workshops. This is not going to be theory. This is not going to be just surface level, typical conference type stuff. This is literally going to be roll up your sleeves workshops teaching actual techniques, practical application, things that you can implement in your business right away. And there is going to be content tracks geared specifically towards sales producers that are carrying the bag out there, have to go get the client. And there will be content tracks for sales managers, the people that are actually responsible for developing those producers and making sure that organizational goals are actually achieved. So if you are looking to take your sales to the next level and you really want to elevate things, you got to get to the Staffing Sales Summit. Again, there's more information about that event. As we look at March, we're going to be starting to get into conference season. Obviously, the Staffing Industry Analysts Executive Forum is going to be in Las Vegas in March. That is going to be an incredible event, as it always is every single year. For those of you that'd like to come out and actually see me, I will be speaking again this year, talking about metrics that matter. So if you are in a spot where you feel like you got a lot of good things going, but you don't really know how to measure it, or you don't even know what you should be measuring, I'm going to do a deep dive tactical workshop into the metrics that you should be looking at and how to use them, and the decisions that you should make based on what the data is showing you. Okay, this is going to be an amazing session. I'm really excited to be invited back to speak at the Executive Forum. As we move into April, the National Independent Staffing Association will be having our spring conference. I know there's a lot of other conferences, and you'll be able to go to our events page on NISA and see all of the staffing conference landscapes, but specifically to what we're doing, we are going to be having our general conference, which is going to be geared towards recruiting best practices, maybe some sales and marketing best practices, but really designed to get the most out of the core function of a recruiting agency and the producer level content there. Looking further ahead, obviously, we're going to be having other webinars, thought leaders, bringing that into to the NISA group at large, the staffing industry. But we're going to be looking forward to the leadership conference. The actual NISA Leadership Conference is going to be in September. Tentatively, we're planning on holding that in Denver, which is beautiful that time of year. And this is going to be a leadership level conference. So this is going to be your kind of senior managers and owners of staffing agencies, the executive leadership. And this is going to be a strategic planning workshop. We're going to have some of the best thought leaders show up and walk you through the exercises that you need to be doing to really strategically plan for your business so you can not only close out 2024 strong with a good Q4, but also have an amazing plan set up for 2025. So, and then obviously, as we roll into October, you can expect to see the American Staffing Association Staffing World hosted in Nashville at the Gaylord Opry near the end of October. So those are some of the highlights of things that we're going to be, promoting and being a part of and collaborating with. This is going to be an amazing year for kind of knowledge transfer and training and development in the staffing industry. And I'm grateful to be part of that and bringing this to you. So just to kind of recap where things stand, NISA is going to be, really grown and developed into the preeminent staffing association for nationally, for independently owned staffing agencies in the United States. Our pure goal is to bring you the best knowledge, actionable insights, and training and development tools to help you and your people on your teams grow. We do that through providing digital libraries. So all of the content that we can record, we do, and then we organize that and put that into a digital library for our members to access and share amongst their team, just to give you that information to help your people grow. Staffing Monthly will become part of our monthly publication where we kind of distribute some of that content out to the industry at large because we want to share best practices with everybody and raise the entire industry up. We are going to be developing a comprehensive marketplace to where you'll be able to go to the staffing marketplace on the website and really look for all of the tools and resources available to this industry in one place to get a sense of what's available to you and what you can use to kind of, I guess, improve your own practice or deliver better service to your clients, right? In addition to that, we are going to work on bringing together a comprehensive list of events, not just our events or NISA or Staffing Monthly events, with things that are, important for the entire industry. Things like Exec Forum or Staffing World or state level association events. We want to put them out there so you're aware of what is going on in this industry and you know what you can be a part of. And as I wrap this up, just giving you a glimpse, I just truly want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for following Staffing Monthly and what we're putting out, and continue to give positive feedback and comments, and just let us know that what we're sharing with you is meaningful. That means the world to me. And if you have feedback or content ideas or questions that you would like to learn about, or trainers or speakers or somebody that you would like to hear from, please let me know. It is my mission to basically bring the most actionable insights and the most beneficial knowledge to you so you can grow and be successful in your career. With that, I also would be remiss if I did not give a massive shout out to all of our partners and sponsors throughout this year. I really want to make sure that I definitely give a shout out to everybody. Obviously, some of the best partners that we've had this year, looking at software, Aviante and Coates, they've been great partners to the National Independent Staffing Association and the Staffing Monthly, and they are some of the best software partners out there. We have great relationships with Compliance Solutions, which is just a fantastic partner to help improve your compliance and make sure that you're actually doing things the right way in an ever-changing regulatory environment. We also have great relationships with CrimCheck, which is now a DISA company. And Jeff there has been an amazing partner, and they do a fantastic job of really serving all of the background check needs that you might need, in your agency as you provide, services to your clients. SEM, which is one of the best, premier onboarding tools out there. I might dare to say the gold standard at this point for onboarding. So if you feel like onboarding was a struggle for you in 2023 or years past, and if that's a major priority for you to get tightened up, and you want to make sure that it's completely compliant and frictionless for your people to have a better onboarding experience, I definitely would check out SEM. They've been a fantastic partner on the realm of recruiting and getting people to your agency. obviously, you know how much we emphasized referrals, and reputation and all of these things, and it really starts with having a very visible brand reputation out there and actually seeing recommendations, and great recruiters is the best partner for that. If you really want to, emphasize the reviews and the recommendations that people are making about your company and your recruiters, there really is no better platform than great recruiters to do that. The search results and how it actually impacts your overall search capabilities is impressive, but it's also just amazing to be able to actually highlight your top people, your producers, and let them have some, I guess, let their stars shine, right? We partner with Gulf Coast Business Credit, just a great financing organization. They are structured a bit differently than most financiers in the industry, and the resources that they provide are fantastic. They're a great financial partner. If you're a staffing association or staffing organization and you work with financing partners, I would recommend giving Gulf Coast a look. They are fantastic to work with. Their service is absolutely excellent. One of my favorite people, David Stearns and Haley Marketing. They've been an amazing partner. We've collaborated on a number of projects this year, and I really appreciate the knowledge that they share, and the feedback that I hear from Haley's content is second to none. They really understand the staffing game, and they understand marketing and really driving candidates and clients to your organization. So if those are important initiatives to you, getting more candidates or quality candidates or getting more clients in 2024, I would definitely give a look to Haley Marketing and reach out to them. Marsh McLennan Agency, formerly Assurance, that really is one of our preferred insurance partners. They're fantastic. I have a long-standing history with them personally, and they have been, an excellent insurance partner in all things staffing. Some of the other ones that are really important that have been key members of NISA and Staffing Monthly, staffing referrals. You've heard from them a lot. They provide a lot of value, a lot of content. They teach people how to set up employee referral programs that actually get results and get positive ROI. And if you are looking to tap into that, go look at some of our previous content, look at our collaborative content, go check out staffing referrals. They do a fantastic job. And referrals are this is a fun exercise. I was actually on site doing a training with somebody, and we went around the room of all the employees that work for this company. And out of all the employees that were there, only one person actually came to the organization through a job board. Everybody else was a referral, and we know that referrals generate better quality candidates, yet it's more cumbersome to typically manage the referral program than it is than just posting on a job board, right? So, but staffing referrals kind of does the heavy lifting for you. So go check out their content. Some of the other ones that we're really excited about, Simple VMS. You heard me rave about this. I think this is a potential game changer in our industry, especially for the middle market staffing agencies or any staffing agency that serves middle market employers. That is still a blue ocean when it comes to VMS, which I know that VMS seems to be like a four-letter word in the industry sometimes, and there's been some pros and cons about it. But I will tell you that when you look at the enterprise employers out there, 80% of them use some level of VMS or MSP program, and that's only going to trickle down into the middle market. So if you serve middle market type employers, kind of mid-size employers, eventually at some point they will utilize VMS or MSP programs. So if you actually partner with a company like Simple VMS and you take this concept and this software to your clients, you could actually get ahead of that curve, and you can actually ride that wave, just like some of the major staffing agencies did that acquired MSPs or their own VMS programs when they served the enterprise level. So great company there. And obviously, one of the things that we look for as we turn the calendar into the next year into tax time is tax credits. And if you're looking for great tax credit partners, I would tell you to look at Vrain, VRAIN. They are an incredibly knowledgeable tax partner, and they have a lot of programs, and they actually can integrate with your agency and the tools and resources you do to actually maximize the tax credits that you get. It baffles me how many staffing agencies are still not taking advantage of some of the government programs and the tax credit programs that are out there. I don't want to say it's free money, but it's available to you. We serve an important role to the government by creating jobs and putting people to work, and the government appreciates that. So like other employers that do that, they do afford us, they allow us to participate in some of those job creation and employment programs. that are incentivized with tax incentives. So it is really kind of our reward and recognition for doing our part to help grow the economy. So go take advantage of this and go check out Brain, and my friend Jason over there will walk you through all their different programs. But I truly would be remiss if I did not give a huge shout out to these partners that have made this entire year possible. I am grateful for you. I look forward to a prosperous 2024. And for all of you that have paid attention and dialed into Staffing Monthly each month, I'm thankful for you. I truly am grateful for you. I wish you nothing but happiness and prosperity during this holiday season, and also prosperity into 2024. Thank you. Happy holidays and happy new year.